Come along with us, cause we're on the way. It's game time, Dine, and we're about to play. Hitting all the spots and there's plenty. We're eating all the way throughout the city. A food fest is where it all begins. Talking football with all of our friends. A little fun to bring it all in, cause we're on the go and we're in the know. It's game time, Dine. Game time. Game time, Dine. Game time. Game time, Dine. It's game time, baby. Hi, I'm DC Crenshaw, and welcome to Game Time Dine, the show that takes you on a dining excursion throughout Chicagoland, where we talk food, football, and fun. This week, we're in the River North area in downtown Chicago at a brand new restaurant called Elate. Of course, Izzy, myself, and our special guests will be tasting several of their menu items, but first we're going to try our hand at preparing oysters with their chef. Izzy, good to see you. Welcome back to Game Time Dine.
How you doing?
You looking good, man.
Yeah, I thought I'd change it up a little bit today, clean up a little bit.
Got the suit on, making me look bad, but
come on.
Well, hey, we're here at Elate Restaurant this week, which is right here in the River North area of downtown Chicago. But last week, we were in La Briola Cafe, and we were making some pizza. Did you have fun?
Oh, it was a blast, throwing the pizzas up and really making pizza the old school way.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
It was fun. Your pizza was called the Tackler, because it tackled appetite.
Absolutely.
I like the name of that. Yeah. But today we're going to be tackling some organic cuisine. Elate is really known for their organic products and using local products to create some of their cuisine. Are you a big organic food person?
Yeah, I am. When it comes to eating, if it's free of steroids and all that stuff, and it's organic and just healthy, fresh. I'm all for it, so I'm excited to really get into what they have going on here today.
Now, a little bit later, we're going to be working with the chef in the kitchen to make some oysters. Do you like oysters?
I've tried oysters. I've had oysters Rockefeller, and a few experiences. I've actually enjoyed them. It's been very good.
Yeah, I understand they have a difference between East Coast and West Coast, and maybe they got some Midwest oysters. We'll see. So, Izzy, tell me about our special guest.
When I came to Chicago, our guest today was Mr. Football. The guy, Jay Zoom. Is what he was formerly named, but now he's retired, so he's Jerry Azumah.
Jerry Azumah, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Good
Thank
to
you.
see
I appreciate the introduction.
Whatever.
Thank you very much, sir.
Have a seat.
All right.
Yeah, welcome to Game Time Dine.
Thank you.
It's
Appreciate
great
it.
to see you here, man.
It's good to see you too. Good to see you too.
A former Chicago Bear,
Yes.
All-Pro,
Yes.
defensive back, kick returner.
Yeah.
Give us a little recap about your Bears history.
About the Bears' history with Jerry Azumah, huh?
Yeah.
Basically just drafted in 1999, fifth rounder. I was originally a running back, but I got converted to be a defensive back in the league. And, in 2003, I got my opportunity to return some kicks. So I became a kickoff returner from that point on and retired in 2006.
Yeah, well, hey, man, we appreciate you being here. This is Game Time Down. We talk about food, football, and fun. So
all right.
Let's talk a little bit about your food habits, your eating habits. What do you normally eat?
I usually get away with a lot. You know what I mean? Because my metabolism's so fast that I can get away with a lot.
Okay,
but
I got you.
when I was playing, I was real strict with my diet. I was eating a lot of lean things, a lot of proteins and things like that. I'm a big-time steak eater.
Oh, wow, really?
So I really like steaks, but I also like a lot of greenery, a lot of roughage and things like that. So salads are real big for me too.
His guilty pleasure is chocolate. What's your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure are basically any food that starts with the letter C. So chips, chocolate, candy, cookies, cupcakes,
Wow,
what
okay.
have you, yeah. Because I'm a junk food junkie.
So let's learn a little bit more about Elate Restaurant. So I'm bringing Anthony Fiore, owner of Elate, to tell us about it. Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Hey, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Jerry, good to see you.
Hey, well, thanks for allowing Game Time Dine to come into Elate. So, Anthony, tell us a little bit about Elate.
Elate has been open about 9 weeks now. We're located at 111 West Huron in the Hotel Felix, the first LEED certified hotel in Chicago.
Now, what does LEED certified mean?
LEED certified is a program that they can actually come in and rate you with a point system. For example, we have all reclaimed tables. They're reclaimed wood from a school that was torn down in Atlanta, Georgia. Our wood floors here are actually reclaimed local red oak trees that have naturally fallen down and turned into wood flakes. So we're very green.
Now, I understand you go to local farmer markets to get all your products. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do. Every Wednesday and Saturday, Chef Randall Jacobs goes to the local market and picks up all fresh, locally farmed organic produce.
I'm a breakfast person. I like to eat breakfast. Do you guys serve breakfast?
Yes, the breakfast here is pretty awesome. Actually, we have cream brulee pancakes that people are going nuts over. You can get a little bit of everything. We could cater to vegetarians as well as meat eaters, meat lovers.
Now, what are some of the menu items we're going to be trying today?
Today we're doing the salmon. I think we're doing the hibachi chicken wings and whatever else Chef Randall wants to throw at us.
Now, we're going to be doing East Coast and West Coast oysters.
Yes.
Tell us about your oysters.
Now, there is a huge difference between East and West Coast oysters, so when you do go to an oyster place, you got to make sure you do know the difference. Jerry, I heard you said you like East Coast oysters the best. I'm more of a West Coast guy, but
Of course.
we'll see. We'll see what these guys think.
Right. Now, Elate is participating in the We Give to Get program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually, We Give to Get told me that I can have an opportunity to do a coupon where 10% of the proceeds go to the charity of People's Choice. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me to get good people to come in and give some money back to the people that really need it.
And to our Game Time Dine viewers, right now you can go to GameTimeDine.com and get a gift certificate at Elate for 50% off, and 10% of the purchase will go to a charity of your choice. And now, Jerry, you have a foundation called the ASAP Foundation.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the ASAP Foundation stands for the Azumah Student Assistance Program. And basically what we do is we're a scholarship, and we provide scholarships for underprivileged kids that attend a private institution or want private education.
Awesome. A couple weeks ago, we were at Berry Chill, and we gave proceeds to the Izzy and Jerry Foundation. So both Jerry and Izzy's foundation are on the website. So if you buy a gift certificate, you can donate the proceeds to any one of their foundations.
Don't go away, because when we return, the guys will be back in the kitchen shucking some oysters.
We Give to Get delivers consumers exciting limited time great offer giving opportunities. Receive 50% discounts off restaurants, products, services, or memberships at well-known Chicago establishments. 10% of the purchase price for each great offer is donated to your selected charity. Visit WeGiveToGet.com to give a little and get a lot. For more information about the Israel Adonijah Foundation, visit www.israeladonijah.org. So on Game Time Dine, all the guests go back in the kitchen and cook with the chef. Izzy's been cooking.
Wait a minute. Izzy's been cooking?
I've been cooking.
You've been cooking?
Serious.
All right, we're going to find out.
He's been doing his thing, I got to give it to him. But today we're going to be shucking oysters. Are you up to that?
I'm up to that. Oysters?
You eat oysters?
Yes. I'm from New England, so that's what we do. We eat everything in the sea.
Is that right?
Especially oysters.
So do you know the difference between East Coast and West Coast oysters?
Yes, East Coast is always better.
Oh, I feel ya. I feel ya. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that today.
All right.
Well, you know what? Let's get prepared to go back and meet the chef and do our thing, and we'll come back out here later and taste some of their food.
Let's do it.
So we made it back here in the kitchen at Elate. We rolled up our sleeves. We're with the sous chef, Gabe Boyer, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the oysters.
Absolutely. The kind of oysters that we have today, we have two kinds of West Coast oysters and two kinds of East Coast oysters. There's a very big difference between East and West Coast oysters. A lot of people don't realize that. There's difference in salinity level, the type of waters they're grown in, whether they're muddy or brackish or cold or warm.
Is there a certain taste that is different from East Coast versus West Coast?
The most noticeable thing that you're going to see is the salt level. They really take on the flavor of the area that they come from.
Okay. Well, you're going to show us how to shuck these oysters. So why don't you demonstrate for us, and then we'll do it.
So basically, you need a nice towel and a nice oyster shucker. I don't recommend using anything but an oyster shucker, not a butter knife, not a a paring knife. You're going to hurt yourself. And the thing that people don't realize is that when you're shucking them, the most dangerous part is the actual oyster and not the knife. Because when you're going to go in, sometimes you'll go all the way in, and that part is what's going to get you, if anything gets you. So what I do, I just fold up one side, and I sort of cradle it in there so it's where I want it to be. And we just shimmy this into it until you don't feel it moving really anymore. And you'll pop it off. And you'll just go across. There's a little muscle that connects it right there on every one of them. And you just get in there. And that same muscle you get on the bottom side. So it's completely released, and then it makes for easy eating. We got West Coast here. We have Kumamoto from California. We have some Guayanos from Canada. These are Pemaquid from East Coast, and these are Cross door.
I'll take the Canadian.
I'm East Coast all the way, as you can see. East Coast.
I'm gonna do the West Coast, man. So we just grab one, right?
Grab one, put the pointy end up on the little pillow on the back there,
Like that?
and then sort of cradle them in there so you can't get around.
Okay.
And then you're gonna just sort of shimmy that point of it in there until you can't move it anymore.
You're gonna
And then
shimmy the shucker.
shimmy it up.
Shimmy the shuck.
And then just pop it open, and then just cut that little muscle that you'll see in there. And Jerry's
Oh,
yeah,
Jerry,
I've been
check
there
you out.
it's a pro.
I think I stabbed my oyster.
Yeah. Shucking and
Pointy-
jabbing.
Right there.
Right there.
I'll flip her over.
Right there. Jerry's just rocking and rolling.
What people didn't know is Jerry actually used to work at a shucking factory back in the day.
You know, I think you guys got the easier oysters to shuck, to be honest with you.
You know, I got the shucking thing down. I got it down. Too much wrist and forearm. You gotta let the shucker do the shucking.
Okay. Too much missing for her. You just gotta let it.
You gotta let the shucker do the shucking.
I see. Yeah, there we go. So that's a beautiful one right there. Well, we're going to continue doing some shucking back here in the kitchen. I think Jerry and Izzy got their technique down. Mine's a little rusty, so I'm going to give it a try one more time, and we'll be right back with more Game Time Dining.
I would say the most memorable tailgating experience we had was bringing our burners and tanks to an LSU game and boiling 2 sacks of crawfish with all the fixings.
We Give to Get delivers consumers exciting limited time great offer giving opportunities. Receive 50% discounts off restaurants, products, services, or memberships at well-known Chicago establishments. 10% of the purchase price for each great offer is donated to your selected charity. Visit WeGiveToGet.com to give a little and get a lot.
Welcome back to Game Time Dining at the Elate restaurant in the River North area in Hotel Felix. Guys, we have a bunch of food here.
Yes.
Izzy, what we got?
We have the oysters from the east, the Elate, and the west is the Kumamoto oysters. We have the organic salmon and the hibachi glazed chicken wings.
And right here we have the grilled short ribs, and we have the Italian pork sandwich, and both of them have fries with it. Jerry, what we got?
We have right here the octopus pastrami with the consomme.
That looks really good. So why don't you do us the favor of pouring that consomme?
And here it goes right here. Here it goes right now.
Oh man,
There it
beautiful.
is right there.
Man, I couldn't have done that
I'm ready.
any better. So I tell you what, why don't we dig in? You guys both like oysters, right?
Yes.
All right, so why don't we grab an oyster and let's taste those.
I'm not an oyster connoisseur, so
Okay.
I've had oysters Rockefeller. I've not really had oysters this way.
Okay.
You put what, the Tabasco sauce or something on it?
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, you're the pro.
You're the expert.
I'm the expert. Thank you.
how you
And
do it.
you know what? I just basically just scoop, put it in my mouth. I don't even put anything on it.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
we have
know.
some
I
nice
think
mixes over here, so I might try some.
this is some cider that you can throw in the oyster. Right here is just your typical cocktail sauce. And this is some sherry mignonette that you can throw in there, and of course some lemon wedges. So take your pick on what oyster you want and what topping you want. We can hook it up
Try
on
the east, you know.
Which
Just
one are you
like
gonna
that.
try?
I'm gonna stay East Coast too.
You gonna go East Coast?
Go East Coast.
I'm gonna go West Side. West Coast over here.
Bless it with a little bit of this lemon.
Okay.
Is that, traditional? What, is this right or what?
Yeah, there you
just
go.
like that.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just-
And I'm gonna try the chef's creation that they make here every day, which is the cider. Throw that on there and give that a try.
Yes. How was it, fellas?
That's nice. That's very nice. Now,
good.
you tell me, I'm not an oyster connoisseur like you are, so something like this has to be fresh. So what do you think?
Most important thing, it's fresh, it's clean, it's a wonderful oyster.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like the ocean, nice and chilled. You like that? Izzy?
Man, I thought it was great. Yeah, it's with the little lemon, that cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So let's try this grilled short rib here, Izzy. Cut us off a little piece.
Oh,
Look how
man.
tender that thing is.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh man, it's just, you don't even need a knife.
Okay.
Wow,
Thank you, sir.
it's like that. I'll get some of that.
Go ahead. Let's do this. Wow,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Now,
right there.
I have my thoughts on this, but I'm gonna give you guys first opportunity to talk about this.
It's just so tender right now, and it just kind of melts in your mouth. Like Izzy said, you really don't even need a knife to cut this thing. I mean, it's just, it seems like it's been just slowly cooked and so tender and juicy. It's spot right on.
I'm gonna go with the steak and red meat expert. I mean, it was delicious. I thought it was very good. Just great flavor and texture was excellent.
So what I really like about this short rib is that it is tender, it's very juicy, but it has a lot of good flavors in it. And they do braise this short rib before they actually grill it. So I think this makes a difference with this dish. Let's try the hibachi chicken.
Excellent. Grab you some of that right there.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, that sriracha sauce has some chili spices in it. It also has some ginger in it. So it's very good, right?
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Very good.
All right. Now, Izzy, everyone is waiting for your fit pick. What would be your fit pick today?
I mean, a couple good options. I think oysters are always, they're healthy. The sauces and stuff they put on them is excellent. They're fresh, organic, so you can't go wrong there. But my pick today is definitely the organic salmon, with the grapefruit and orange. It's just an excellent dish, very light, a great portion. Definitely my pick for eating healthy and staying in shape.
Well, we got some unfinished business to take care of right now, so let's do this, and we'll be right back with more Game Time Dine.
Labriola Bakery Cafe is the place for fresh food and the best artisan bread in the city. From their traditional Neapolitan pizza and handmade gnocchi to their famous Black Angus Richie Burger, Labriola uses only the freshest ingredients. Whether you're on the go or dining in, stop by their bakery to choose from a delectable assortment of pastries, freshly baked cakes, and homemade gelato. On the lighter side, their menu offers creative combinations of soup, salad, sandwiches, and new twists on their classic pizzas. Labriola's commitment to quality and customer service comes from nearly 20 years of baking for Chicago's finest restaurants and grocers. Visit Labriola Bakery Cafe at 3021 Butterfield Road in Oak Brook, Illinois. Labriola, where every day starts fresh.
Welcome back to Game Time Dine, and we're back with Jen Patterson. How you feeling, Jen?
I'm feeling good. I'm just happy to be back. And we have Jerry Azumah here today with us.
Exactly.
And Izzy. We're going to talk a little Bear football. But first, let's get the business out of the way. What happened on Sunday?
I mean, we didn't play well. Really starting with the defense, not able to really stop the Bengals offense at all. It was sickening.
I have a question for you, Izzy. How do you regroup after a loss like this? I mean, how do you guys come together, figure out what you guys did wrong, and then try to improve for the next opponent?
I mean, we went in Monday and watched the film, and as ugly as it was, there's a lot of things that you can learn from watching tape like that. Like, after a game like that, it shows your true character. Guys got to come in Wednesday and be professionals.
How about Cedric Benson? He looked like a totally different guy out there than we saw him in Chicago. I mean, both of you guys, what do you think? What did you think of Cedric?
Well, I think the new environment helped Cedric. When he was here with Chicago, he ran into some issues, especially off the field. And, he was a holdout, and people were speculating that he probably wasn't in shape and things like that. And then, unfortunately, he got hurt. So sometimes a change of scenery for a person could be a good thing. And for him, it was a real good thing because I think he's found the right system that benefits his talents.
Yeah. What did you think?
I mean, he played his butt off. You got to take your hat off to him and his offensive line. That offense. I mean, what can you say?
How about Chad Ochocinco all week on Twitter? He's calling out the Bears secondary, calling out the Bears all week long. What do you guys think of guys like that who are, have character like that and like to call out the opposition before you even play?
Yeah, I mean, that's sport. And every team, there's
There's that
guy, yeah. And
who's that guy on the Bears?
You let him. I mean, he retired.
I'll tell you something. Ocho Cinco called me out, and I had to tell him, you know what? If you're watching film on me, you're watching the wrong film.
That's funny. Yeah. At what point did you guys say, "Hey, look, we're playing for pride here"?
I mean, you're always playing, with a level of pride. I mean, if you look to the Arizona game. That Super Bowl year, a lot of people turned their TVs off and had counted us out. So at halftime, we were just like, hey, we remember who we are. We can fight back out of this thing, but in order to do that, we've got to everybody's got to make a play. Special teams, you got to make a play. Offense, you got to score. Defense, you got to score. And that's what happened that game. Before we knew we were back in it, we were able to win. But as far as the game itself, I mean, every snap when you put your hand down, I mean, it's man to man. So your pride is always, a factor in every play.
10 years ago today, one of arguably the best running backs of all time, Walter Payton, passed away. Do you guys have any memories of Walter? I mean, maybe for you guys, maybe more growing up and watching Walter, or
Well, for me, in college, I played for the University of New Hampshire, and I won the Division I AA Walter Payton Award.
Yeah.
And that was really special because growing up, he was my idol, and I wanted to be, that next Walter Payton and be the next running back. But obviously, Chicago Bears had different plans. But I never personally got to meet Walter Payton, but he did write me a really kind and sincere letter when I won the Walter Payton Award, and it's hanging up, it's framed and hanging up in my mother's house right now. So that was a great memory that I got when I received that.
The Walter Payton kind of legacy is really a key part of it is what he does off the field. Me as a player, I look at here in Chicago how important he is to Chicago, how much Chicago has embraced him and loves him. I mean, yeah, they love him for all the stuff he did on the field, but he also did a ton of stuff off the field, for kids and children. And for me as a player, I look to hopefully even have just a small inroads into what he's done off the field. I would just love to do something like that.
So next up is Cleveland Browns. What are the keys to the game? Not just a win. You guys need to slaughter this team.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime you're in a situation where you get knocked down or you get beat down, when you stand up, you got to stand up and you got to stand up swinging. And that's what we got to do. We got to come out and be decisive. We have to really have a dominant game. You need a game like that after a loss like we just had.
Yeah, I grew up as a Cleveland Browns fan. Yeah. That's tough. Growing up as a Cleveland anything fan is tough, man. These guys aren't one of the best teams in the league, obviously, so it's going to be kind of bittersweet to see you guys beat them up on Sunday. But they are professionals. Is there anything that you guys need to focus on as far as winning this game?
I mean, I wouldn't even say they're not a good team. I mean, in the NFL, if you're not playing your best, if you're playing like we did on Sunday, any team can come out and beat you. So we got to play our best. For me, I feel it's crunch time. It's that time of the year where it's now that guys got to turn it up. You can't keep saying one more game. It's just one game. It's just one game. I mean, it's that time that guys got to do it, turn it up, play better. I mean, it starts with Sunday.
Well, great discussion, guys, about last week's game, about the game coming up, and especially about Walter Payton. Thanks for bringing that up. And hopefully you stay with us, and we'll be right back with more Game Time Dine.
Taking my friend's boat, docking it right outside of Soldiers Field, tailgating on the back, and then going inside and seeing Chicago beat Cleveland's butt.
The Azumah Student Assistance Program provides scholarship assistance for families struggling to meet the financial demands of a private school education. For more information on how you can donate or benefit from this program, visit asapfoundation.com. We Give to Get delivers consumers exciting limited-time great offer giving opportunities. Receive 50% discounts off restaurants, products, services, or memberships at well-known Chicago establishments. 10% of the purchase price for each great offer is donated to your selected charity. Visit WeGiveToGet.com to give a little and get a lot.
Welcome back to Game Time Dine here at Elate Restaurant in the River North area of Chicago. Guys, thank you for being here. Once again, thank you to our special guest, Jerry Azumah. Thank you to Jen Patterson. And of course, Izzy, Israel, and Donna J for being here looking all dapper. And to our Game Time Dine viewers, remember that Elate Restaurant is participating in the We Give to Get program, which means you can go to GameTimeDine.com right now and purchase a gift certificate for 50% off, and 10% of the purchase will go to your charity of choice. Jerry Azumah, your ASAP Foundation is on there, as well as Israel Donna J Foundation. So go to GameTimeDine.com for your gift certificate.
Today we had a great time shucking oysters, talking football, eating great food. So join us next week when we visit another fabulous restaurant on Game Time Dine.